Employee management. Employee management is a distributed system made from the manager or management where employees will be goal-oriented, maintain the workflow of the organization, and to save a lot of time. Because if he or she have a proper employee management, he or she can manage easily and effectively the activities of the employees in an organization and the flow of the work is well managed. And according to Lauren Sosi, she states that an employee management is a process that helps your workers perform at their best and achieve their goals. It's a holistic process that covers almost everything related to human resources, which means that management helps the organization perform on its best as they can. The purpose of this study is to determine the employee management of Triple Risk Convenience Store on how do they manage their employees from working, dealing with customers, and to also to the business goals. In addition to that, Triple Risk Convenience Store is a glass manufacturing. They make glass and other products that involves glass, but somehow the owner of this establishment decided to make it a grocery or convenience store. All employees are free to give their feedback and suggestions to their managers as the manager also listens to his employees. They entertain customers kindly, they show smiles from their faces and controls their temper if possible. Their policies is to check the personal's equipment before and after entering the establishment. No phone during working hours. They implement the honesty and being openness to everyone. And the last is the cooperation of everyone. This helps to build a strong relationship within the employees in an organization and with the managers. However, the importance of this study is to determine the strategies on how to manage your employees to work effectively and efficiently. It helps and also it helps other researchers and persons who engage business because it gives them idea on how to do things and the difference and the different strategies applied by the other organization. So that's all. Thank you.
Chapter 2, Establishment Profile. History. The Triple Risk Convenience Store was an old house. The manager was a business-minded, so he decided to build a glass manufacturing and also installations. And after that, the manager thought of building a convenience store in that area. So that June 19, 2021, the Triple Risk Convenience Store was built, which offers a variety of products like grocery, which is located at Valenzuela Street, Poblacion, Tabango, Leyte. The organization consists of 7 employees with different positions but shares and help each other.
Chapter 3, Organizational Structure. So, Triple Risk Convenience Store consists only of manager, cashier, sales boy, and bagger. So, they lack on numbers of employees, but because of the less numbers of their employees, they share and cooperate with each other on their work, even though they have position, but they help each other to accomplish their work and their goals.
Duties and responsibilities of employees. The Triple Risk Convenience Store employees had only manager, cashier, sales boy, and bagger. But each of them does a lot of tasks. It is because of lack of personnel and the love of job. The manager. Triple Risk Convenience Store Manager controls the overall happenings of the organization or employees, implement policies, motivate and make rewards, and promotes employees and his will. Cashier. Triple Risk convenience store cashier does not only accept and exchanges money, but also an encoder who records on the product that needs tax on act as a leader on the organization like an assistant manager. Sales boy. Triple Risk convenience store sales boy entertain with their customers, promotes their products, and also help to the bagger on handling some of the products. And the last is the bagger. Triple Risk convenience store, bagger delivers, transfers, and also help on selling the products to the customers and in the business.
SWOT analysis. Strength. Customer service Triple Risk convenience store show a quality service to their customer. They have patience and good communication to their guest or customer, and because of that, they were able to maintain and gather new customers. Cooperation. Cooperation or teamwork is one of the key to a successful business or organization, and that's what Triple Risk show, not because of the limited employees, but they are a team player. Openness. Listening to feedbacks, comments, and suggestions were applied to Triple Risk convenience store, which is very helpful because the day-to-day operations and lacking will be solved by telling everyone or the manager what's best to do. Implemented policies because of the rules and policies that implemented and apply, which helps the organizations run smoothly with their works and responsibilities. Weaknesses. Employees' attitude. Triple Risk convenience store also affects their whole process when employees shows bad attitude. That breaks teamwork, which is very important for an organization. Personal problems. Another weakness of Triple Risk convenience store have which is personal problems. One or two employees experiencing problems and shows negative aura or emotions affects the whole organization because of relationship built uneasy and conscience. Eco-friendly workplace. This is also another good opportunity when building a business because it gives many benefits such as improving place of work and gives comfort to both employees and customer. Threats. Pandemic, one of the biggest challenges and problem ever faced today, was the pandemic, which limits the transportation of products, lessens customers, and affects the overall of the business such as work performance and management. Market competition. The market competition in Poblacion, Tabango, Leyte is severe because of many belt establishments, which serves the same services to customers, and that limits customers regarding with the distance, price, and services. Lack of employees. Limited employees affects the quality and time given to their work, which gives negative perspective from their customers and loses a lot of revenue, which should be taken daily.
Conclusion. In conclusion to our case study, employee management system on Triple Risk convenience store in Tabango, Leyte. After we interview, we found out that Triple Risk convenience store has a process on managing the organization. They are focusing on employee or workers' work, and they entertain customer first. Triple Risk has a policies implemented to their workers and employees. The equipments of the personnel should be checked to know what he brings in and what he brings out. No phone during work. check personnel's equipment, what they brings in and brings out. No phone during working hours, not unless lunch break and break time. Control temper. If there's conflict with co-worker or co-employee, it must be settled. Personal problem. If the employee has or have a problem, leave personal problem and don't bring to work because that possibly affect the workers or employees' work. The last policies implemented of the triple res convenience store is that honest worker employees they want, and during the work employees must have cooperation. The biggest challenges that the triple res convenience store face with system management and to employees is that there were products returned back by the customers, difficult and less stocks, the price of the products was increased, and the personnel show their bad attitudes. Also part of our interview, we asked the background or skill set of a system management administrator of Triple's Rest Convenience Store, and he's a former accountant, business-minded, and a risk taker. Lastly, the workers and employees of Triple Rest Convenience Store is involved in decision making when it comes to achieve organizational goals and problem solving.
Conclusion. The interview that we've conducted entitled Case Study on Employee Management System Triple Risk Convenience Store in Tabango, Leyte. We found out that the store has the process on managing the organization. They should focus on the work inside the organization and they give their time first to the customer. So, in the Triple Risk Convenience Store, there is a policies implemented inside the organization. The personal equipment of the workers should be checked. Cell phone is not allowed during a working hour or duty not unless the break time. The establishment wants on honest workers because one of the best that most of the organization wanted that kind of personality. The personnel must be trained not to be shy when there is a customer to be entertained. The Triple Risk Convenience Store biggest challenge faced on systems management was there's some items turned back. It's difficult for them to find stocks and the prices of the product was increased. So the strength of the Triple Risk Convenience Store is not they should have more stocks to which can make them advantage. Their establishment's performance was good because the background of the system management administrator was accountant business and handling its to expand the business by not losing the capital. So the workers and employee of the Triple Risk Convenience Store was part of the decision making in achieving the organization goals and problem solving. And also the organization can create better decision by having the participation of employees and workers for a better operations of Triple Risk Convenience Store.
To effectively manage a team, you need several key characteristics and skills. Without them, it can be difficult to rally your employees to work hard toward common goals and perform at their best, which can be disastrous for both your organization and career. 1. Clear effective communication. Communication is one of the most important factors in our lives. It dictates the relationships formed with the individuals in personal and professional lives. Effective communication provides a foundation for trust and respect to grow. It also helps better understanding a person and context of conversation. Individuals often believe that their communication skills are much better than what they actually are. Communication appears effortless. However, much of what two people discuss gets misunderstood, thus leading to conflicts and stress. To communication effectively, one must understand the emotion behind the information being said. Knowing how to communicate effectively can improve relationships one has at home, work, and in social affairs. Understanding communication skills such as listening, nonverbal communication, and managing stress can be better than relationship one has with others. Second, emotional intelligence. The premise of emotional intelligence is leadership is that emotional intelligence should be the premise of leadership. Before tasks, followers, goals, and styles can be defined or critiqued, the leader's emotional intelligence must be assessed. Therefore, leadership effectiveness is directly proportional to leaders' emotional intelligence. Third, organization. In organization, the budgeting process involves several aspects such as determining estimates for future cash collections, sales, and activities that are to be summarized in the form of balance sheets and financial statements. In other words, a properly prepared budget prevents many unexpected costs as well as keeps out of debt by serving as a guide to spending money. For example, budgeting is useful when a company needs to understand which periods will be quite difficult and restricted financially and which ones will be beneficial to invest and develop. The purpose is to monitor the flow of the business money and come up with new solutions to increase the amount of available to the business. Strategic marketing will help the business grow at a low cost and strategic supplier who will supply everything the business needs. Fourth, ability to delegate. Delegation is the process in which you assign important tasks to other employees. Delegation is the assignment of authority and responsibility to subordinate at a lower level. If the manager is truly accountable for the outcome of others' activities, then due care must be taken in how, what, and why activities, project, processes, or functions are assigned. Fifth, openness. People who tend to be high in trait of openness are more willing to embrace new things, fresh ideas. They tend to pursue new adventures, experiences, and creative endeavors. They are also very good at thinking and making connections between different concepts and ideas. People who are low on openness, on the other hand, tend to prefer routines, traditions, and familiarity. They approach new things with great caution and prefer consistency. Individuals who are very low on the trait of openness are often seen as being rigid and closed-minded. The sixth one is problem solving. It is much easier to address a particular problem or difficult situation if a person can properly define this issue and distinguish its major components. In this way, an individual can take more informed decisions, especially at a time when it is necessary to reconcile severely conflicting values or interests. While analyzing this problem, one should consider the factors involved in this problem, especially possible opportunities and threats associated with each of the decisions. The last one is decision making. Conflicts are always present in every organization or workplace. People have different point of views and may ended up disagreeing, and this causes problems. Therefore, as a major problem-solving skills are very important to acquire, solutions ought to be fair and just. This will ensure a better working environment for the employees, hence they will be very productive. And those are the team management skills that all professionals must acquire.